Yeah, back up the spot like I back up the dope. Back through the city, I'm back on good hope. Sippin' on yellow, these nigga like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like Kane. I'm in this bitch with my brother, Dwayne. Nigga won't fight, he gon' die. Slime in her face when I pull out the snake. I come correct, I can't make no mistakes. She kissing girls, you know I got her straight. Came before now, you know that got her A. The Glock and the Chevy don't box like a Chevy. I threw her five, now she hot and she ready. She cranking presents, she still love that Eddie. Eat up that box, I won't eat her spaghetti. Yeah. Suck the dick, sing my song, fuck it good, leave me alone. Nigga want smoke, then I'm bringing the bone. Pullin' the party, I bring it along. I got hoes in this party, they singing along. I was down on my dick and I needed a loan. Right now shit to the top, I'm the king on my own. I kiss that hoe in the cheek like she special. I could box you for free, but that beef gon' be extra. She bought me a mirrors, this bitch can't be serious. She callin' my phone, asking questions, Alexa. Walk in the back of the bank like a teller. Yeah, dog in the spot like Cruella. That pussy retarded, so I call her Riri. She know when she see me, she bringing them. Fuck all that patience, I ran out of weight. Terabyte, baby, I ran out of space. I hit the gas until I'm out of space. Sippin' Bel Air cause I ran out of ace. Hit from the back, I'ma pull out her lace. If I'm eating cat, then I'm saying my grace. My birthday just passed, baby throwing that cake. Got my quarantine mask, fucking hoes staying safe. Yeah, back up the spot like I back up the dope. Back through the city, I'm back on good hope. Sippin' on yellow, these nigga like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like Kane. I'm in this bitch with my brother, Dwayne. Nigga won't fight, he gon' die. Slime in her face when I pull out the snake. I come correct, I can't make no mistakes. She kissing girls, you know I got her straight. Came before now, you know that got her A. The Glock and the Chevy don't box like a Chevy. I threw her five, now she hot and she ready. She cranking presents, she still love that Eddie. Eat up that box, I won't eat her spaghetti.
Peace to the God, the rebirth, and the re-education. It's only for the nation. Everybody not here. Figure out your occupation. This conversation is going to be off the chain. Let everybody get in here first. Before we start, we are going... What's up, Corey? For everybody get in here before we share out, before we go sub to the new regime Patreon. Make sure everybody gets on Patreon. Before we start, everybody's not here. Everybody go to TV the Gamer, sub to the Twitch. Let everybody in. We're gonna talk about staying focused in home time, because that's the problem that a lot of them are having a problem with. I don't know what home time does. And I come up here to ask y'all, are we messing up in home time? Is home time a spot for y'all? Apparently is. They stay messing up in home time. I got you on the Patreon when some of the trucking money starts coming in. I hear you, Franklin. Let me crank this up. I don't know if I'm loud enough for y'all. One second. Mr. Oliver has a problem when he goes home. I'm spending too much at home. I have plans when I'm OTR, but when I go home, it's like I lose sight of all my plans. I end up spending too much money, and I feel like I'm starting over every time I go back out. I feel like I'm starting over every time I go back out. Oliver. So you're going out. You're making some money. You got all these plans in your mind. business plans, savings plans, credit plans. But when you get home, you spend too much money and feel like you're starting over from scratch when you go back out. Wow. The question would be, do y'all, first of all, is this a thing? That's the first question. Do y'all feel like this happens to you? Before I break into exactly how I feel about this, I want to know, do y'all agree? Do y'all feel like that when you go out? Or when you stay home for a certain amount of time, do you feel like you're starting over? We all heard. Is that a thing? I just want to know. We'll wait. Because home time is complicated. Brandon, I see you. You're first and you top. And LaShawn Parks. First and top of the cash out. Eric says we got to enjoy the money. I want to know y'all views before I get into this. You're probably not gonna like what I have to say. We family. We can take time. We can take time. We can take time. When y'all go home, when it's time to go back out, do y'all feel like you're starting over? Do you feel like you spent too much money? What do y'all feel when it's time to when you're done with home time? Do you feel like you kept it together and saved the money you said you was gonna save? Let me know. Let me know. Because home time is a confusing time for most people who do what we do. Usually we believe we make more money than we actually do. We spend as if it's going to be easy to make it back. And that is one of the biggest mistakes that could possibly be made. I think this is more it's more prevalent to lease drivers who make a lump sum of money and believe, oh, it's all good. I'll make it back. They believe they're going to make it back as if it is guaranteed. And it's not. Oliver, we started from the beginning when we talked. You're single. Your people have their own money. Why you explained it to me? They're self-reliant. You don't come from a trashy situation. You got some begging cousins and brothers, but your adults are together. That tells me that you are spending a lot of money on, how do we say it honestly? You're spending a lot of money on extracurricular activities. Can we say that? Oliver is watching, by the way. You're spending a lot of money on extracurricular activities. You're a single man. You say you go out for 2 months at a time, but you still have an apartment. So you're spending money on that. But the main thing is the fast leaving money, not the annuals. What, Oliver, could you be spending your money on when you go home and you're single? You have a week. How did you spend $6,000? Well, that's the number you tell me. How do you spend $6,000 in a week at home and you have no family and no kids and all that? What does that push me to believe you spent your money on? And it can't be somebody you're close to because you say you feel lonely. You feel lonely. I go back, I got to start over. I ain't got no money and I feel lonely. Why do you feel lonely? Something doesn't add up to me. Something don't add up to me. Malik, I didn't say it. You come here, you say it, forget about it. I didn't say it. I'm saying if you're going home, you're not on drugs, okay? You don't live in a gambling state, so I'm assuming you're not gambling. What could you be spending your money on? Stuff for you, we'll call it $1,500, okay? We'll drop that. So you basically spent $4,500 on something, on what it is, on something different that has no good return. You understand? So we're going to let people put together what you could have spent that money on. Y'all tell me. Because when I ask you, you say, man, you know, I have fun. I have friends, but I don't consider myself a trick. Well, no trick considers himself a trick, honestly. If you want to know the truth, who wants to consider themselves that? Hmm? Who wants to consider themselves that? But you tell me you're not on drugs. It can only be two things. Because I already know what the chat is going to say you're doing. They've already decided in their mind what they think you got going on. So, okay. Did you buy a car? Right? Because my buddies, they have a few vices. If it ain't women or drinking, it's cars. So I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here. Because y'all just gonna want to just go straight to we know what you're doing with the money. And y'all ain't trying to hear nothing else. We know what you're doing with that money, young buck. We know. Now I'm not gonna jump to that immediately. So let's say it's a car. But you said every time. You ain't going home buying $4,500 cars every 5 minutes, is you? Can be. That can't be it. Huh? Doggy, come on, man. That can't be it. So we know it ain't just cars. Phil says car parts are expensive. You got Phil's vote. Can't just be cars here. What we talking about? Can't just be cars. They say Hellcats. $1,500 hood rich S, 500 on food, 1,000 on cheeks, 500 on gas. The rest is tricking. Designer clothes, but see, he said every time. What we want the new subs to do and the new drivers to do is to pay attention. You have to understand that women or female, this is not a gender thing. When you go home, you are a target for the people who do not make your immaculate amount of money. Why do you say immaculate, TB? Because to them, the people out here who ain't seeing your kind of money, it's immaculate. Woman or man or woman, don't matter, man. Don't matter. Anybody can beg anybody. You go out on the road, you know what I mean? You go down on the road, man or female, you stay out 6 to 8 weeks. I suggest you stay out 8 weeks. Let your money pile up. You stay out 8 weeks. If you had a decent job, you're getting 18, 1900 hours. Von Cobb, I see you. You next day the gas, yeah. Okay. You staying out for where you going 8 weeks. These days, the average is 15 or 1900. I'll say you making. We'll just say you making 2000 a week because a lot of people can get that, right? You made 2000 a week. 2468. You made 16,000. Your annual bills maybe took 2,500 out of that. So let's say you got about 14. We call it 13. You ate out a few times. You say you got $12,000 on you. You got $12,000 on you. Possibly. Right. Big Mike, I see you. Happy you enjoyed your interview. Mike hit me through on IG and got a sit down interview with TB. Any one of y'all could have did it. No one hit the link, but Mike did and Low did, and it's done. Forget about it. We'll move on. But listen. So you coming home with $12,000. You have been out 8 weeks. I'm assuming you're not buying Satchmo on the road. So we'll say you ain't got no butt. 6 weeks. If you're single, you're gonna want to facilitate some quality time, man or woman. Women like it too, man. So these there's some OTR honeys out here that'll, they'll lace you for some work, if you know what I'm saying. It's you hear me, Malik? I see you. They'll lace you for some work. You feel me? Y'all understand what that means? You a young dude, chick been on the road 8 weeks. Let's say she 35. You 26, athletic build, got a nice little charger. She'll lace you for some work. What you need? You need help with your car note? She throw you a little something, lace you up, be on the road. You're going home. You got money in your pocket. And you paying for what you want. I'm not knocking you. You hear me? Taja, I see you. I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking you. But what I'm telling you, based on where you told me you live, I don't even. Should I say where you live at? He told me I could say the whole story, so he's watching. So I can say the whole story. I ain't gonna tell you where his house at. I'm gonna tell you where he lives. Mm-mm. Corey, you off. Mm. You off. What do you do with the money? He lives in Oakland. Jeez, bro. And I don't know if y'all know how hip the women are in Oakland. How sharp, how the trick and pimping game works out there. But listen, man, it's a thing, bro. You coming into town, you're lonely, you sound thirsty, you sound desperate. Chicks is charge you, they overcharging you. They're overcharging you. You don't want a girlfriend. You say you like to be free. But here's the thing. That costs money. As simple as that. Okay, I'll ask you something. I'll ask you something. Okay. When you say you coming into town, do they always have a problem? Everybody, man and woman, ask. And this can go for partners and family members. See, I got him on the text joint right here. He says, yeah, it's usually a problem. Yeah, it's usually a problem. Or Oliver is texting me through Patreon, y'all. Y'all don't have the Patreon app, so y'all can't text me. Everybody who has a Patreon app can text my phone. Sign up for Patreon. You hear me? When you go home, man or woman, when y'all about to go home, you say, oh, I'll be in a town this time. Do people come up with problems? Think about it. They come up with problems. Out of nowhere, all the problems happen when you coming into town, coming home. Cars break down. Rent needs to be paid. Rent done got jacked up. You understand? And let me tell you why they do this. Is because you've messed up a cardinal rule, and all the people who just got their license, all the people who just went on a ride, all the people thinking I'm gonna run down the county. I'm gonna tell you the cardinal rule that's learned to people. Never tell people, mates, family members when you're going to show up in town. You understand it? I'll say it again for the slow people in the back who's scared to hit the cash app. Never tell mamas, brothers, cousins, chicks you hitting, chicks you want to hit. Never tell these people when you're in town. So that I'm gonna let you know when I'm in town beforehand thing, that's a rookie mistake, doggy. That's a rookie mistake. Unless you have people who doing better than you and they don't need your money. Am I wrong? Because when you say, "Oh man, shit, I'm gonna be there," so and so and so and so and so, that's when all the problems are gonna happen. Hey man, let me. All right, when you get in, come holler at me. Come to the house and holler at me. They about to ask you for something, and you may say, "Hey man, I need them to pick me up from the terminal to go home." D Butler, that's what I start doing. But everybody ain't there yet. A lot of these guys starting, they 21, man. They not there yet. You can't put that on them. You talk to a 10-year vet, 6-year vet, they just breeze into town, dog. You at your beginning stages of coming in and trying to keep your focus together and do what you're supposed to do, you announce to everybody you in town. Matter of fact, you want to see everybody. You want to go see everybody. You still waiting on people to come get you. You asking people to come pick you up from the terminal. I own them both, P. Foster, but do the one without a one. Do the regular one. Just Sean Brown. I see you, Pipe. You want to tell everybody. You still, oh man, can you come get me from the terminal? I told y'all to go get beater cars. Get you a terminal buggy. That's a beater. Get a beater. Paul, I see you. Go get you a beater. I'm trying to set you up over here. Go get you a beater, bro. If you care about your car so much that you can't leave it down the counter at the freaking terminal, you need to get you another car. You need to get you a beater. A car you can leave there for 4, 5, 6 months. You got to get you a beat. You got to do it. You got to do it. Because one thing you're going to learn the hard way about running a ride is that you need to be self-reliant. You need a terminal buggy for more than just your family. You need a terminal buggy for your company. If a company asks me to come, I drive a whip. There ain't no flying me. I don't do that. Ain't no flying me out. Because when I'm sick of you, I want to be able to leave. I want to be able to bounce. See? Got to have something up to date for the biddies. You know that the beater ain't going to happen, TB. Now, listen, I didn't say you couldn't have an up to date car at the house. But you got to have a terminal beater, man. I'll throw out a few for you. I'm not going to tell you, don't go get something stupid. I'm going to tell you something. Look, Lockout says, I'm going to tell you the perfect whip to get. A minivan. Yeah, I said it. Ideally, you would have wanted to go get you a 97 Tacoma, but them shits are $700,000, so you're not gonna be able to get one of them. White boys that made them too expensive. They buying them too much. That would have been perfect. You'd get one of them little Toyota Tacomas, 1995, 1998 Tacomas, 5-speed, regular cab. That'd have been straight. That'd have been straight. But them joints are $17,000, $18,000. Forget about it. You think about it. Look at what they're saying. You're killing me with the minivan. No, I'm saying Young Buck ain't going for that. Me personally, I get a beater. I agree, Gerardo. See, look, Dave Impala, because he trying to be friend. I get what I'm telling you is, nobody wants the minivan, man. You can steal it. And if you're a lease driver, hey man, write it down as a business card. When you move all of that stuff out of your truck, you gonna try to stuff all that stuff in the Impala? You got to figure out how to be self-reliant out here, because anybody who gives a help to a trucker charges a lot of money. Your homeboy will come get you, but he gonna ask you for $300-$400 because he need help. He gonna ask you for $300-$400 because you need help. Yeah, but you also trying to leave a car at the terminal. You're not there to protect it. You get a 99 two-door Tahoe, they're gonna steal it. That's a very popular car. 2003 Honda Accords. If your homeboy, a homegirl, or cousin, or brother, or sisters, or any, if any of these broke people have to come get you for the terminal, you're gonna have to pay up. And this is what you don't know. That's why your money's leaking out your pocket. That's why your money's leaking out your pocket, because you're doing stuff like, hey man, come get me from the terminal. Hey, all right, cool. Take me to the hotel or take me to the crib. Let's get dressed. Hey man, reel me to the mall. So and so and so and so. And now you buying him a pair of shoes or her a pair of shoes while you get yourself a pair of shoes. You get an outfit, they get an outfit. Your money's leaking out your pocket, bro, because you can't do stuff on your own. Self-reliance, independence. You should have had a terminal beater where you like to go. You should have had a terminal beater where you like to be. Because this is how life can go. You about to come in, lockout man about to come in, come home. Okay. He been out 2 months. Lockout podcast man, he been out 2 months. Lockout podcast man is past the age of stunting because he realized that's stupid. So he has a very good on gas, compact car that none of you little young son bitches would be interested in stealing. It runs, but he don't mind leaving it at the terminal. None of y'all want to steal Lockout Podcast Man terminal car. It's small, it's not fancy, but it's great on gas and it's reliable. He leave at the terminal, leave for 8 weeks. He come back and says, I'm gonna be out for a week and a half. Nobody knows he's pulling into town, bro. He slides into town, walks to the front of the terminal, drives the car back to the thing, takes his stuff out and puts it in the car. He's gone. Cost him no extra money. He leaves. If Lockout Podcast Man got a chick he trying to hit, he's in conversation with her. But see, also old heads know one thing too. They can look at a chick and tell they're expensive. Now y'all want game? I'm gonna give you game. Now, real dudes who single out here are real people. I need to stop putting agenda on it. Real people who single out here. They got some joint. There's some prices that you want to hit. There's some joints that you can hit. And there's some joints that no matter what you show up, they're going to get it to you. And it don't cost nothing. Somewhere down the line, we got caught up in the wanting Gucci everything. From the car to the person to the clothes. So nobody wants to hit nobody wants to hit the normal size nurse no more. Nobody wants that. Even though it may be beneficial to your pockets. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing that, Oliver. You're going home and you hitting chicks that's charging. Because all women ain't charging. That's a lie. That's what you're doing. And here's the thing that you think I don't know. You're hitting more than one. And apparently to them, you're a lick, bro. Yeah. You're a lick, bro. No, Oliver, you texted me. You're a lick, bro. You're a lick. They know you got low self-esteem. They know that you don't got much time here, and they know you're gonna freaking pay, bro. You're a lick, bro. That's what you are. That's what you are. When I was a single man and had no apartment, I knew what chick's house I could go over when I come into town for the weekend, and I could just stay up at the crib, bro. No hotel needed. There's food there. Yeah. And I just lay up and eat macaroni and cheese, beat all I want. At the grand total of what I had what I would give up just off me seeing what's going on, we call it $400. Fix a tire here, grocery money, stuff like that. But it ain't nothing. It ain't no $4,000, ain't no $5,000, ain't no $6,000. Regular joint, decent. She ain't no model. She got a job. Hey, she just want to chill, hang out. I want to chill and hang out, and I'm happy I can chill and hang out here. So I drop a couple dollars here and there, but 5,000-6,000? No. 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 That's insane. And there's many reasons why that's insane. You're making some good money, Oliver, and you're starting to internalize and you're starting to change your values based on what kind of money you think you're getting. So now you think you think you start doing something like, I think I make this kind of money, so everything else has to match that lifestyle. And I'm telling you, this is a lie sent to you by the devil himself. That's not a thing. Just because you made a couple of $6,000 weeks training, do not mean you're not that type of person. See, what's tricky about trucking is you can make a bag, but your class don't change. You understand? You may have went out and came back with 23,000. Okay? Your credit start getting good. Now you're a 776 beacon. Your confidence start going up and your ego gets activated. And now you spin how you talk because you believe the number that it changed. It just shouldn't have changed you, bro. This game is a roll of the dice. You can go out and make nothing. So now you saying, I make this kind of money, I can only have this kind of person. So now instead of hitting the nursing chicks or the regular chicks that you've been hitting, because you was hitting them before you got your license, now you got to hit the Ice Spice lookalike joints. And hey, man, they cost money apparently because you're losing your money. There's no way you're gonna be able to tell me that when you go home you lose $6,000, you ain't bought nothing, that you ain't tricking your money. You're tricking your money away. Yeah, they tax it. You're tricking your money away. That's what you're doing. Women do it too. They get lonely too. And I'm trying to tell you that we're going to stop that today. If you're going home for a week, you have a budget of a regular person that works at home that works a week. That's about $1,200. So if you've been out and you going home for 7 days, 1 week, you got $1,200 to spend like you worked a regular week. You better fit your activities into that $1,200. That should be enough to find you a hotel. Right? That should be enough to get you a hotel. That should be enough to pay for some food. That should be enough to pay for your driving and your gas. And you be able to buy one little gadget you want. At $1,200 for the week, you going home. You ain't got no family. you should still be leaving with like $550. There's no way you spend the whole thing. There's no way. Because what you are believing in is not true. As if you believe when you make good money that you can say, well, this is what kind of money I'm. You can't do that. Trucking doesn't pay you like that, bro. There's a lot of things that have to align for you to get that kind of money. You don't just make it. Now, if you go to someone like Dirty Broke, he makes that kind of money, bro. He can damn near predict his check. You can't do that OTR. It could be breakdowns, weather, traffic, political unrest, hurricane. It can be anything. Yeah, but he has an apartment. It could be anything. You don't make that kind of money. I don't care if you made 3, then 4, then 5, then 2, then 3. Man, something can happen in the industry and it not be that. And I try to explain it to you. After a while, you may say, I don't care, I'm getting what I want. But let me tell you something that you should listen to, Oliver. You get what you want a few times, but after a while, you're gonna get tired of being used. I'll let y'all soak on that. There's a lot of insecure truckers out here that be sending gifts and they don't seem to get the same response back from the person they spending money on. After a while, you're gonna get tired of being used. After a while, you're gonna be offended that you're getting used. After a while, you're gonna ask, why can't you just chill with me for me? What's the difference between me and them? And you're gonna realize that these people you're spending this kind of money on, you getting a little sex out of, they are not attracted to you. They're not enjoying the sex they're having with you. They're not enjoying it. And they really wish you would just get it over with and go away, bro. There's no way you continue to put yourself in that position and it don't affect you. So the feeling you feel when you go back out OTR, you're feeling empty. You're feeling like nobody cares about you. Because here goes the sad truth, Albert. They don't. They don't. They don't. And the sad thing, Oliver, it's your fault. Because the type of chicks you was hitting when you had no money, you know, the regular ones, the regular joints you was hitting, you're not interested in no more because you didn't got some money. I don't mean to be dark, Law. I don't. I don't. I mean, do you disagree with me? I don't mean to be dark. Let's get down to it. If you had self-esteem, you wouldn't pay at all. You wouldn't pay like that. And you know, you're not telling me you just giving chicks 1,000, but I can put that together by the number. A chick y'all age don't have $4,000 problems now. They don't. They carrying T-Mobile phones and driving Honda Civics. What would they need that kind of money for? Unless, you know, they're just taking advantage of you. Let's be real. What do you need that kind of money for? You 24 years old, 25 years old. What does a chick your age need $4,000 for? Your rent ain't your car ain't that expensive. You don't need it. T-Mobile is cheap. Now Verizon bills aren't cheap. For what? Well, she is taking advantage of you. She's living on you. And here goes the thing that you're gonna understand. This goes for woman or man. If you're out 4 weeks at a time, there's a chick that you tricking on, or a man you tricking on, and you talk to him, and you get to hit him when you come home, and all that type of stuff, and you giving them all this kind of money. The truth is, once they figure out that the trucker is a good lick, they get more than one trucker, man or female. You know what would be dope? If I can get 1,500 for Oliver coming in and chilling with me for a day, if I can get that 3, 4 more times. It just is what it is, man. 50 Cent said, if you only have your looks, you're gonna do some whole shit. The question would be, what puts you in the mental space to where you selling yourself short like that? Hmm? What are you gonna do then? This industry changes every 5 minutes. You do this for 3, 4 years and the industry switch on you, you're gonna be like, man, you know how much money I spent on A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Then you're gonna be that guy, right? Then you're gonna be that guy. Now you're overly bitter. You are part of the lower working class, but I make more than them. Class is not income. You understand? You make more than a cop. You are not more desirable than a cop. You don't have more prestige than a cop. Your career doesn't have an upward trajectory like a cop does. Okay, this guy could be a cop. In his 30s, he could be a detective. In his 40s, he could be a lieutenant. In his 50s, he could be captain, which is a major political figure in your community. There ain't no path like that for you. You understand? You are long distance, you pay as you go. That's you understand? You're not over a firefighter. You think you are because you make more than a firefighter. But you're not over a firefighter, bro. You're not. You would have to make extreme money to do that. And then you would have to buy all the class markers that would synthetically, meaning fake, put you in that class. That's why people who have new, you know what a big diss is in a fancy neighborhood? If you go to the Hamptons, you know what the biggest diss is? Oh, their new money. That's a diss. That's a diss. Now you're going to buy all these things that say you're going to get the car. You're going to live in a certain part of town. You're going to wear certain type of clothes, right? You're going to eat at certain restaurants. You're going to wear certain jewelry. And to the layman driving by you, you look like you fit, but you don't. You understand? You don't. You don't fit. It's not going to work. What ends up happening is you become a big red target for tricks and scammers. That's all you become. And then you think, I'm getting this money. I like this money. I want to make more money. And then you become a target for a scammer that tells you, give me this amount of money and I'll get you 6 more trucks. And you end up losing your money. Or you go with this chick and she takes your money. Or you give it to her. Same thing with girls, dudes. Y'all tricking on dudes too. Ain't no difference. That's why the saying, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. So you saying I'm not doing that, and that becomes a value to you. You're gonna not do it based on principle. I'm a nice guy. I'm beating the chick's cheeks, and her tire pop on the car or something. I look out. You ain't got no food. I look out. I'll pay for meals when we eat together and stuff like that. Oh man, this got messed up. I'll look out. But there's a limit to it. I'm looking out because you my peoples. I care for you. I want to make sure you good. I'm not looking out just to be tricking on you. If you coming up, you don't know this person, there's no conversation, and you just doing that to buy their butt, you just as wrong as the person selling it, bro. You're just as wrong as the person selling it. And that's why you keep losing your money. And as they say, a fool and his money soon what? And you are a fool. I'll wait. I know y'all don't like this conversation because a lot of y'all tricking out there. A fool and his money will soon what? What I'm trying to give you is the skills to go into this business, to go into this stuff and make good money and keep good money, because everybody talks about making money. No one discuss retaining it. And you can make all the money you want, but if you don't have your vices together, you're never going to keep it. Facts, Nate. That. Come on now, Nate. You're totally correct. You're never gonna keep it because you don't have your devices together. So I tell you, what is the main thing you need to learn? What is the main thing you need to learn? One of the things. There's just two or three things. I'm gonna throw some things out there. The 5 things you need to master if you're gonna be a trucker. And no, I don't think people who drive local are truckers. They're truck drivers. There's a difference. A truck driver has a job. A trucker lives a lifestyle. That's my view. No diss, is just the truth. Okay? No diss, is just the truth. If one of the 5 things you need to learn, number 1, you need to learn how to deal with your boredom. Boredom is one of the most dangerous things to driving long distance. It is the main thing we deal with. You might have learned how to turn your boredom time into more productive time. Okay? Boredom time into productive time. Couple of good ways to do that, people I know. You can get the audiobook app on your phone. You can get the audiobook on your phone and listen to audiobooks about things you want to learn. You can listen to documentaries about things you want to learn. You can listen to YouTube videos about things you want to learn. So that's how you're going to try to attack the boredom. Have a hobby. I'm a photographer on the low. A lot of cats don't know that about me. When I get into a city I ain't never been at before, I park the truck, I take 2 hours, I walk downtown, and I take pictures with my professional camera. Get a hobby. People with no hobby use their free time for debauchery. You understand that? That's where the saying, idle hands are the devil, or a playground for the devil. Idle mind is a playground for the devil. Okay, I'm paraphrasing that. Is a better way to say that. You need to find a hobby. Well, I don't know what kind of a hobby is. Something you will do for free. You don't request any money for it. Get a hobby. Some people's hobby are their health. You know, they fast, they hit 5,000 steps, they wear the tracker, and this becomes their hobby. And they try to hit all the numbers in the green. Their sleep number. I'm trying to make sure I get 7 hours of sleep. I'm trying to hit 5,000, 10,000 steps a day. I'm trying to do the breathing exercises offers. They got meditating things you can do on your Fitbit. Some people make that their hobby, trying to keep their health in order. You understand? Okay, that's one. That's two. Number two, I think I'm on number two or three. Which one? Well, number two. Learn how to manage and control your sexuality. Anything can be an addiction. Learn how to control and manage your sexuality. I'll wait. I'm getting in your ass. That's why nobody's in the gas yet. I know how I go. Well, I'm gonna get into it anyway. I don't care. It's true. Because the first rule, boredom, will make the second rule spin out of control. You don't understand how that works? Are you following me? If you did not learn how to tackle the boredom rule, it will make the second rule, sexuality, spin out of control. Y'all understand? I'll wait. I don't think they're following what I'm saying, Lo. I don't think they're following what I'm saying. CZR, I agree. Are you following me? They get what I'm saying, super struggle. Boredom will make your sexuality spin out of control. Now, usually truckers don't have access to a lot of butt, but they do have access to something worse than that, which is pornography. Pornography becomes a problem to the health rule because you keep, as a man, I'm speaking from a man's understanding, as a man, you keep losing your life force. You're spilling your seed. It's a sin. You're not supposed to be doing that. Spilling your seed and not putting it in the right place. That's a thing. Number two, you're losing your life force 2-3 times a day, and you wonder why you're lazy and don't have the juices in you to do what you need to do. I believe in semen retention. I personally practice it. For women, I guess there's something else y'all got to do. I'm not a woman. I don't know. Everything is better in moderation. So what you need to tell yourself, if you out for 6 weeks, you tell yourself, hey man, I'm only gonna whack it once a week. You can put a spread out, make it a nice evening, light some candles, whatever you do it. But every night before going to sleep, you have a problem. You understand? All the OTR drivers listening right now, if you have to masturbate to go to sleep, you have a problem. You kill me with that. It helps me relax. No, you got an issue. It's very crazy, Corey, but people do it. You have a problem. Now, some may make light of it and everything like that, but listen. So it's safe to say if you don't have control over that, of course you're going to spend whatever it takes when you go home. You understand? You will feel lesser, you'll feel lazier, feel laid back during the day, you'll feel melancholy. And then you'll just be eating it. And next thing you know, a lot of other problems can snowball from there. You understand? Number two, the number, I think we're on 4 by now. Number 4, the content you take in affects your brain. You cannot tell me that you're trying to stay focused and I'm trying to stay focused when I go home. I'm trying to stay focused and do better towards my goals. And you intake virtual garbage every day. You watch garbage every day for hours at a time. Garbage programming, garbage mind. If you're sitting around watching chatty, negative, angry, hypersexual, divisionary things that cause division, you're gonna be a conniving, hypersexual, angry, negative person. You are what you watch. It's the same concept as food. If I'm eating the wrong food, I'm gonna blow up. Cooking your own food, pipe sent to the Cash App. He's the last one at the Cash App. You're totally correct. That's a good one, Eric. Social media detox. And you think that, oh man, it's cool. No, it's not, bro. It is not cool. It is not cool. You're gonna have to figure that out because see what you did at home was there's so many things going on, people in your face. You got to go to work every day. You can kind of stay normal when you're in the truck. You have time, so you went and got your CDL, Corey. Corey just got his CDL. He's thinking of his life changing in the terms of money. He don't understand his life is about to change for real. He don't get that yet. He don't get it. He just think I'll make more money. Where is he at? Where Franklin at? There you go. Where is he at? Where you going? He's in here. Franklin in here somewhere. There you go. There you go. Franklin. Franklin got his CDL today or yesterday. And we go into this thinking, oh, this is gonna be a good. We don't understand that we're gonna lose family members. We don't understand that all them friends we have are gone. Look around at all your homeboys at home. You're not gonna, that it's over. They're gone. Your family is gonna be a call every 2-3 months. Your life is about to change in a drastic way. And if you don't stand for something, trucking's gonna take all of your cheeks, bro. That's a fact, though. If you come in here and you think being stupid and ignorant is smart, trucking will take advantage of you. They will run you until your health is bad. They will not do their settlements correct because you don't check them. They will make sure none of your money goes where it's supposed to go. They will lie to you about all of your freaking paychecks or all of your freaking loads. They will run you in the worst possible way possible and then tell you they can't get you a load to get home on top of it. And then when you get sick, they will fire you. It is not trucking's job to make sure you keep your mental state and physical health in order. That is your job. That's your job. And Busa, I see you. It is not their job to make sure you're okay. They will let you run Stop talking to your family, your sisters, your cousins, have nowhere to be depressed on Thanksgiving at the truck stop, be depressed on Christmas during the truck stop, and they'll just keep pulling money out you until you drop. And since you don't think past pop balloon videos, you have not figured out a way to make yourself mentally strong to do that. You are getting in a position with trucking where you're supposed to be pulling resources too. You're not supposed to just be given, bro. You are supposed to be managing your time. That's at home and abroad. You're supposed to be checking your pay stubs, your settlements. You're supposed to be writing down the trips and writing down where they're going and writing down the miles and writing down the fuel. You're supposed to have a complete ledger book in there. A lot of y'all just taking loads and hoping the check is okay. And then when it says up, it is officially Wednesday. All the next loads go to the next check. You're supposed to be checking all of your stuff when the settlement comes in, and you're supposed to be calling the payroll lady. Hey, you missing about $200-$300 every week, company or lease. A lot of you don't know how to see your settlement. You don't even know how to use that freaking portal they give you, that app they give you to see your stuff. You're supposed to look at that shit, and you're supposed to make sure what that shows represent what you have. You're supposed to be checking on detentions. It can take up to 30 days to pay you a detention. Why? Because they know you're gonna forget. You're gonna forget. You're gonna forget. And if can you imagine all the forgotten detention pay and layover pays that's out there? Your company don't tell you to go to the doctor but every 2 years. And that's to get what they need to run you. They're not telling you to go check the chiropractor. They're not telling you to go get your booty hole checked. Make sure you ain't got colon cancer. They're not telling you to go get cultures done. They're not telling you to go get blood work done. They ain't sending you to the hematologist. They ain't doing none of that. You're supposed to do that on your own. What's your right now? What is y'all cholesterol? We don't know. You can tell me everything about a truck, but can't tell me what your own cholesterol is for the past 6 months. Hmm? You don't know. You don't know what health you're in. A lot of y'all are peeing in bottles, and the freaking and it's about this brown. Y'all are peeing in bottles, and it look blood orange. That means you are dehydrated. You're dehydrated. You're dehydrated. You don't know what your sugar is. You don't know if you're insulin resistant. Usually you don't know until you crash and have a diabetic crisis. But a lot of diabetic crises, you crash for the first time, you die the first time. You're supposed to check. Y'all ain't going to the dentist. You're not. You're supposed to get a teeth cleaning every 6 months. That's not their job to check that shit, bro. You're supposed to check it. And when you start getting into the pimping of trucking, they will let you drive until your teeth fall out, till your eyes are yellow. They know you're getting a shoddy health card. They don't care. That's on you. You'll keep gaining weight. Your skin will get bad. Your so No one talks about the diminishing social skills of a long distance trucker. You're losing social skills. You're losing them on top of them keeping you poor. You know how bad of a feeling it is to get to be 47 years old, probably health is starting to go down and realize you financially can't get out of the truck. You know how bad that gotta feel? I'll wait on that. Do you know how bad that gotta feel to be 56 years old with that nasty cough? And you know it would help your health to get out the truck and then realize I can't. I'm stuck. Y'all don't talk to me about no real shit, bro. Y'all on here talking about paycheck videos. Motherfuckers standing there with their tights on and their cheeks out, pointing towards the camera. No one talk about the real shit, dog. They don't. It's a travesty. It's a shitrosity. Y'all up here arguing over who make more money, and both y'all gonna die broke and sick. It's stupid. And when I tell you to go buy a minivan, you look at me like I'm freaking crazy. You look at me like I'm crazy. I tell you, go to the Goodwill, get your flannels. You look at me like I'm crazy. He's crazy. I'm not crazy. Maybe I just put 2 and 2 together. What did you come up with, TB? Everybody's screwed. Everybody's screwed. It just depends on to what screwtivity you are. But you're screwed, bro. You don't even know it. And Boost, I see you tapping the edge. You screwed and don't even know it. Man, what? Hey, friend, Mariah, you see what I'm saying? Some people can think, bro. You don't know. You don't know, man. You don't know. I love when people say invest, like investments can't go down. You know what you should invest in? Your health. A lot of y'all need a chiropractor. Ain't never been to one. You know how I know? Because I went to my first chiropractor appointment last month. Changed my life. Y'all walk around here with terrible spinal cord and back problems, and Danine went and got checked. You know how much the freaking chiropractic visit cost me? $60. And he stopped dang near 60% of my pain in 2 minutes. But y'all more worried about hot Sacagawea. Like that's gonna fix all your problems. You're eating the wrong food. You're not moving. You just have a sedentary life. I told y'all, man, fast. I ain't interested. Here's a video to watch when you're driving down the street. Homeopathic medicine. I defy you. Every driver who's home, every driver who's going home, every driver who's local, call up a chiropractor and go get a consultation. I dare you. Let me tell you what's going to happen. They're going to take you to a room. They're going to give you all these radar-y type things that roll up your spine, and it's reading your spine. And they're going to get readings back and see where all your where your bad posture and sitting in the truck is messing up your circulation and causing pain and making you wake up tired. It's going to blow your freaking mind. You're going to think this is hogwash until he lays you on that table and he does 2 or 3 things and you walk out feeling different. We're eating trash on the road. Let me tell you about the rebirth and the reeducation. You're eating trash on the road, trash food, and it's all building up in your intestines. Ain't none of y'all went down there and got a booty rinse. You know what a booty rinse is? I'll wait. I'm giving out too many. I need to get off here. I'm giving out too many gems. I need to be quiet today. I ain't gonna talk too much. I ain't gonna stand here too long, y'all, because I know y'all don't mess with me like that. You're not hitting the cash app. We got 155 people in here. Hit the cash app right now. You know what a booty rinse is? You know what a booty rinse is? Peace to the God, the rebirth, and the re-education. I'll tell y'all a story way back down the county. I was coming by the Chattahoochee River. I left from down the Chattahoochee River, went out west to Colorado. Dropped the load. They told me I'll be doing a layover till Monday. You gonna sit there. Okay. I got family down in Colorado, so I say, all right, I'm gonna go check on some stuff. I had been researching the booty rinse. Okay, the booty rinse. Colon cleansing is the correct name for it. So I go inside the office and I say, I don't need this lady. Talk me into it. She says, okay. She talks about the amount of stuff inside of your gut that gets stuck from you eating that fast food. And then, you know, that's primarily what truckers eat. This was years ago. She said you should be getting a hot booty rinse. With my lifestyle, she says you should be getting it every 3 months. Eat all that fast food, you should be getting it every 3 months. I said, nah, you tripping. You tripping. She showed me exactly what's going on, how this parasites in your stuff can drain your energy, all that. I said, whatever. So, you know, she talked me into it. During my booty rinse, there's a tube on the wall. And as they put this fluid up into your intestines, she put the fluid all up in there to the amount. It's a warm fluid. You can feel it filling up your intestines. And then she got on top of me and was pushing down on my stomach. Pushing down on my stomach. It was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever felt. I'm like, what's she doing that for? So then she turns the pump the other direction to then take all this stuff out. And on the wall, there's a tube with a light on it. She cuts this light on, and while it's moving, she'll stop, cut the light on, and she just start pointing at the parasites. Parasite, egg, parasite, parasite, egg. And they all lit up under the black light. Changed my life. I haven't had a piece of sushi since. I haven't had a piece of sushi since. Since. And now when I eat, I am mindful of parasites. No sushi, no raw. I don't do the raw fish. I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. Keep on going. Literally, that one visit, I lost 8 pounds. I had 8 pounds of crap in my intestines. Of old rotting crap just sitting on my system. £8. 8 pounds. That is crazy. I'm not going to be on here forever. But listen, once you understand that you don't understand, life is different. It takes time to get to that point. First time I ever got my teeth clean, I was 26, 27. Never had it done before. Now I get my teeth cleaning. So anything, you got teeth cleaning, your booty rinse, chiropractor visit. Look, it's a full-time job to stay healthy. It takes time, determination, and money. And money. Should we keep going? Or should we stop it here? 250 to the cash app. We stopping it here? Or are we gonna keep going? 250 to the cash app. I'll wait. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know that, man. I don't know that. What I do know is that go get it done. I do have a couple announcements. I have everything for the new computer. I'm gonna go and get out of here because y'all not messing with the next part of the show. So we didn't make it to the next part of the show. I'll come on tomorrow. Few announcements. Shout out to all the new people who signed up to the Patreon, new regime Patreon. That's where this conversation came from, which is Oliver. Thank you, Oliver. Shout out to all the people who did hit the Cash App and that support this type of content. The new computer is built. When that happens, I will be moving to a 4K only channel. Yeah. The computer is built. Next thing I'm going to get, it's going to be, I have to actually get 4K monitors. So that'll be about $700 for the one that I want. I want the one that is where it's like, it's just one 49-inch one and you can put multiple screens on one screen. So that's the one I'm going to get. But it's done. I have the GPU back there. Only thing I need now is the RAM. Is get the RAM and then it's time to put it together. So that is done. That, and once the screen is done, we're good. I'm thinking about getting a different desk that hides the stuff better, but we'll get into that later. But other than that, I see you, Mr. Odom. But other than that, that's all I have going for this time. I am Nate, I see you. I appreciate y'all. I don't know about what I'm getting a regular cooler, a regular air cooler. I already have it. I already have all the parts. Now it's just the physical portion of putting it together. And this will allow me to go into the 4K phase of doing what I do. So my lives probably still won't be able to be 4K because I don't have the camera that can support that. I have the Z10 and it overheats when it's in 4K. So I can't really, do the lives in 4K. So I can't really do the lives in 4K. But I will be able to do other things in 4K. The camera to get that done will be the FX30, the Sony FX30, or the Sony FX6 to be the new one. And one day, then the actual lives of sitting here would be 4K. But that has a fan in it and all that, and that's some wishful thinking always. We're just trying to stay ahead of the game. But this computer is going to be a beaut. It's a ProArt computer, and it's going to do what needs to be done. That'll put my rendering at a shorter time. It's clear as fuck now. Yeah, it is, but listen, you got to stay ahead of the game. You got to make it clearer. Got to be clearer than this. When you go to a Tim the Tapman video, it's in 4K. So I want mine in 4K. Other than that, I appreciate all the love. I do. Let's shout out the people that did support. We didn't get the extra $250 to go to the talking show. Brandon Franklin, I see you. Mr. Cobb, Big Mike, Malik, Taja, Mr. Pipe, Paul Foster, Mbusa, as always, who's actually top of the gadget, and Nate Hall. Appreciate you, Nate. Don't do drugs, be happy. Corey says, God bless y'all for real. TB, thanks for the advice and your time, big dog, bro. No problem, man. Stay out there. Y'all be happy, man. Don't do drugs. Oh yeah, I got a show coming up. Me and Lo gonna do. Look at this. Look at this way I'm going. Look at this. But the dude messed up on the name. See that? He was supposed to put the TB and Lo show on there, but he messed up on the name. And then when I tell him to fix it, he asks me for some more money. So I gotta wait on that. So I'm ready to send him more money for that. But we'll get it done in time. We're building it. We're getting it done. Also, if you are interested in getting your interview done, as the one I did with Loshan, where is it at? I did an interview with Loshan. You can get that done. It will be you calling in. Hold on, let me get it. You can get that done. Hold on, let me hit this button. This is what the interview end up looking like. This is live on Patreon right now. Bam. See, this interview is live on Patreon right now. I am doing interviews from the cuff. All you have to do is go to my Instagram and say, hey, TB, I want you to interview me about trucking, and I'll interview you. It's all remote. You don't have to do anything. It sounds decent. Never paid me, bro. Didn't call me, slap me on the cheeks, nothing.
That's wow.
So when you see your favorite rapper or your favorite creator or trucking creator on YouTube, they're not making no money, bro. That's why they start selling shit like a prostitute. They start, oh man, buy these shoes. Oh man, get this. Oh man, get that. They'll start over sponsoring because they ain't making shit. All right, I'm done. I guess I'm wrong, man. I'll be quiet. Jeez, or Joseph. I'll be quiet. And that's a piece of the live, man. We gonna get into that, but that's already live on Patreon right now. Appreciate the love, everyone who hit the Cash App and bagged me up. Like what I do. it's going down. Don't do drugs and be happy.